Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by Softovac and Ganesh Atta.
Good evening and welcome. For well over a decade, I have been fighting lobbies and coteries. You have heard me utter the words Lutyens and entitled. Today, these extend to Bollywood, the film industry, in the shadow of the death of a bright young star and a very, very candid interview given by one of the most talented, outspoken and self-made individuals of the same industry. Both Sushant Singh Rajput and Kangana have in their own way fired up a conversation, a dialogue, a debate. And we are asking the same questions. The questioning must not stop. The debate must not end. We should not accept what is wrong to be okay. And today I'm glad that in these times, when the guilt of being responsible for Sushant's death is hanging over the Bollywood lobby, which is in hiding as we speak tonight, let us come together even stronger to fight them and to fight harder for Sushant. And there is another matter I want to speak to you about. I'm shocked that those who call for violence against Indian forces, ISI agents. An ISI agent is allegedly doing business with Bollywood superstars. And the same lobby is quiet. The whole country is demanding justice for Sushant Singh Rajput, against whom the worst crimes were committed by the same Bollywood lobby. And this lobby is quiet again, choosing instead to send a series of threats against Kangana for speaking up for justice, for crying out loud for justice. The hypocrisy of Bollywood has never been as much in public display, and tonight, and I intend to, in the course of the next 2 hours, rip it open in our two debates this evening. Two debates this evening, viewers. Two debates. Debate number one. We hear of deep links between people from the ISI and Bollywood. Now, come on. How is this acceptable? The Bollywood Park link. Adnan Sami will be joining me on the debate tonight. I'm also going to be playing clips of my interview with Shatrughan Sinha as national anger grows against lobbies in Bollywood. All this and more is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. And here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the debate tonight.
I think it's high time that this information being in public domain, people in Bollywood should dump these ISI handlers, should renounce them, should cut their links.
Top BJP leader puts the spotlight on Bollywood's deep connections with ISI stooges. Pictures out, business deals being questioned, story broken on Republic causes tremors in Bollywood. Shah Rukh Khan to Karan Johar, will they renounce their links with pro-Pak anti-India lobbies? Unprecedented support builds up for Kangana Ranaut. She questions the Mumbai police once again for not sending her a formal summons.
बाकी लोग जो अब हैं सुशांत के लिए लड़ रहे हैं, उनके साथ न्याय हो. हम तो सिर्फ न्याय चाहते हैं.
Demand for justice becomes a national outcry. Citizens lead the first ever digital movement for Sushant. And what is Shotgun's take on the Bollywood mafia? What excerpts of the explosive interview at 10 p.m. tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Ashai, Anil Musarat and Rehan Siddiqui. You may not have heard these names before, but tonight the Republic Media Network will expose these ISI stooges and their deep links in Bollywood. What started with a tweet by BJP Vice President Jay Panda has now become the biggest national talking point this evening. Film stars are now pushed to a corner to openly declare and renounce their links to pro-Pakistan ISI lobbies. Here is the news break that has taken the country by storm, and then we debate.
This project that you see here today is going to be designed by me. It's designed by Shah Rukh Khan, and I really want to give him an applause for this amazing project.
The man you see on your screens is Tony Ashai. In 2008, Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan teamed up with him to design the $2.17 billion signature beachfront residential project in UAE's Dana Islands.
an artist like a chef. But in this case, I'm a chef and Shah Rukh is the one who orders it.
It seems their association continued. In 2015, he partnered with Gauri Khan for a designing project. And this association has come into focus due to this tweet by BJP National Vice President Baijent Jai Panda. He tweeted, and I quote, "Came across shocking threads documenting personal and business links of some Bollywood personalities with certain Pakistanis and NRIs with undeniable track record encouraging violence in Jammu and Kashmir who have verifiable links to the ISI, Pak Army. I urge patriotic Bollywoodies to renounce them." When Republic checked Tony Ashai's Twitter page, the man who calls himself a Kashmiri American, it was filled with non-stop attacks on the Indian Army. From calling Indian Army soldiers as land grabbers to insulting the Indian flag, glamorizing terrorist Burhan Wani, peddling fake news against the army and boasting about his ties with Imran Khan, Tony Ashai's blatant anti-India and pro-Pakistan stand is clear.
If they say this is our creative license, because you know the liberties they want to take with the word creative license, if they say, doesn't matter, this is, you know, their usual argument which they put, our freedom of expression, our freedom of fraternizing, our freedom of socializing, then what? Then what?
I don't think freedom of expression extends to fraternizing with people who are clearly involved in sending terrorists across into India. I don't think that's acceptable at all. It's no good to say that they are from a different field and it doesn't matter to them if people come and cause terrorism and death and damage in India.
Tony Ashai is not the only one. London-based real estate tycoon Anil Musarat is also known for funding Imran Khan's political campaign. His close connections with several Bollywood personalities like Anil Kapoor, Karan Johar, Ranveer Singh has come under the scanner.
Anil Musarat, they're all over UK and the US. Anil Musarat, let me tell you about him, he's a British national of Pakistani origin. Real estate tycoon in the UK, donated funds to Imran Khan's PTI, has close links with Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan. He's been supported with the ISI and Pakistani Army Chief, very close to many Bollywood personalities as well. In the past, he's been seen with top families. I think Anil Kapoor's family, Karan Johar, Ranveer Singh, Sonam Kapoor. Now, these are people who like to hobnob with Bollywood.
Another anti-India Pakistani stooge coming into the spotlight is Houston-based Rehan Siddiqui. A Shiv Sena MP wrote to Home Minister Amit Shah and urged the government to desist Indian artists to work with event promoter Rehan Siddiqui, who faces allegations of using show proceeds for anti-India activities. In the late 80s, underworld financing in Bollywood was an open secret, and time and again superstars were spotted with gangsters. But can a similar Bollywood link to ISI stooges be allowed in 2020? Should Bollywood declare any links to pro-Pakistan, pro-terror, anti-India individuals and groups? Should Bollywood renounce links with Pakistanis who take a pro-terrorist line? Is it too much to ask Bollywood to declare and renounce Pakistani links? Can Bollywood continue business with those who take an anti-India line while working in India? Let's debate.
Firstly, this is not about a picture, but this ISI man, Aziz Ashai, called Tony Ashai, MR, has deep, ongoing, I'm told, business links with Shah Rukh Khan. Deep business links with Shah Rukh Khan. Projects in Dubai between this ISI man and Shah Rukh Khan. Now, Shah Rukh Khan can say that I did not know, which itself is tough to understand or take at face value, Sambit. But he can say, I didn't know that he's a terrorist supporter. I didn't know that he's asking for violence against the Indian Armed Forces. I didn't know that he's working with the ISI and Imran Khan for what he calls independence for Kashmir. I didn't know that he supports openly terrorists. He supports jihadis. Shah Rukh Khan can say, Sambit, that I didn't know that he supports jihadis. I didn't know that my business partner supports terrorists, supports Pakistani terrorists, and says that no, these terrorists are not jihadis, they are freedom fighters. And they are the people I'm fighting for. Maybe Shah Rukh Khan can say that till today I did not know. But my point is, Sambit Patra, and on that I want to open the debate, that today Shah Rukh Khan knows. Shah Rukh Khan can say that when I've been doing millions of square feet of projects, property projects in Dubai with this terrorist supporter, I did not know. But today, Shah Rukh Khan knows. So today, Shah Rukh Khan must issue a public statement. He has to tell us what he now intends to do. Whether he denounces him, delinks himself. And how did he not know? I mean, when you do a business deal with anyone, don't you do due diligence on that person? Now, the argument can be equally, MR, oh, it doesn't matter, we are artists, you know, we can be friends with terrorists and terrorist supporters and jihadi supporters, doesn't matter. That's for MR Venkatesh and Sambit Patra to be worried about. We are the free-spirited, creative, you know, creative types. We can be with anyone, do anything we want, right? You buy that logic, MR?
We can masquerade as jihadists.
Yeah, we can masquerade for whatever we are, right? We don't know his Pakistani connections. We don't know his ISI connections. What do you think? Sambit, what do you think? Let me start with you. Open the debate. Sambit. Sambit is opening. Yeah, Sambit.
Arnab, it's a very serious... Arnab, my first address is to the people of the country who in fact are watching your debate. Your debate does quite well at 9 p.m. and they're all watching it. I'll say to them, just don't change the channel because you see a Bollywood hashtag. Don't feel that it's about Bollywood. It is about national security. It's not about art and artist. And well, yes, if you think it is about art and artist, then the art, remember, was David Headley, a man called David Headley. And the art was 2611 and the artist was David Headley. You remember 2611 in Mumbai? What happened in 2611 in Mumbai? How many people got killed in 2611 in Mumbai? It was an act of terrorism. And who was the man behind it? Someone called as David Headley. And there were people deep in the woods who were responsible for sheltering this man called David Headley in India. And that's why this debate is not just on Bollywood. It is about a deep nexus. A deep nexus which in fact eats into the national security. Just a second, sir. I'm not attacking anyone personally. So please hear, I'm not attacking you, sir. Are you the spokesperson of Tony Asai? Are you the spokesperson of Tony Asai? Can't I attack Tony Asai? Am I allowed to, sir?
No,
you have not been recruited by Tony Asai, sir. Please, sir, don't interject. Because I am going to speak about some extremely important issues right now. And Mr. Goswami, I want this person to be removed from the screen. Because the issues that I am going to speak about is of extreme importance. This is the letter. This is the letter which has been issued by the government of India only a month ago. This is a... Sir,
what exactly is your
Mr. Goswami, who is this man who is trying to interrupt me?
We all know who David Headley was.
No, who is this man?
Who is this man?
Who is this man who is trying to be supportive towards anti-national
connection that you're speaking
Tony Asai? Are you the spokesperson of Mr. Asai?
With these terrorist funders,
the point is, Anirban, thanks, you made your point. What point he's trying to make, and Akashdeep is on the other side. 1 minute, Akashdeep and Sambit. See, the point being made here is, one second. The point being made here is, Sambit, 1 minute, for the purposes of the debate, I want to summarize this, and I'm coming back to you in a minute. I'm coming to you. We're on debate. The point being made here is this, and Akashdeep is there. You know, the point being made here is, poor Shah Rukh Khan, he's an artist. He doesn't know that the person he's doing this big business deal with is an ISI man. So yes, 5 years after... So whatever may happen in India, we've got to keep up our friendships, right? The argument being made is, Akashdeep, whatever may happen in India, there may be terrorist attacks and Indians may die. But we have to keep our friends. This is our creative license. It doesn't matter he's an ISI man, he's supporting jihadis, but Shah Rukh Khan has every right to have a business deal with a terrorist supporter. That's the argument, right, Akashdeep? What's your argument? Give me a counter. We're on a debate.
No,
I'm saying it cannot happen. Not only Shah Rukh, there can be no Indian actor or Indian personality who can have a link with an ISI person. Let me make it clear. Let me make it clear this applies to all.
Why
this applies to all.
Have found they can't work without Pakistani artists.
Agreed.
Ratan Sharda. Yes, Ratan Sharda.
India. Absolutely agreed. Nothing comes
Can I come in, please?
I am saying for 40
comes
years,
above
there is no Pakistani artist on Indian film
Can I-
screen.
was asked
What
a question. Can I
changed?
just finish
Suddenly, why India was bereft of any talent? And
Ratanji.
another interesting point which somebody didn't speak about was 26/11 was the a terrorist attack. Where after 1 month, within a month, Mr. Mahesh Bhatt with Digvijay Singh was releasing a book called RSS Ki Sajish. Who gave them this right to write this wonderful book within a month of such a heavy terror attack? Was it ISI link? Who provided them the data without any data from the police, without any information? Who created the myth? How did they release the book? Who gave them the data? How did this Hadley guy stay there?
Can
you had
we also-
Rabi 5 for so many years.
Can we also add another question? Can we? I have Tony Ashai. I have Tony Ashai tweeting.
Pakistani tunes for so many years.
I think Shah Rukh Khan. Ratan Sharda to start with.
Pakistani, are we so bereft of the talent that we have?
No, to start with.
But shouts when you say no
Ratan
Pakistani
Sharda
artist.
ji.
No,
Why did
I want to. I am only. Ratan Sharda, if I may.
A Pakistani singer.
Ratan Sharda, if I.
Lost his entire career.
Ratan Sharda, if I may come back on the moot issue here. Thank you very much, Ratan Sharda. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think given the response from our viewers tonight, thank you, Ratan Sharda. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hear me. I think it is incumbent. 1 minute, Akash. Let me make my statement. Let me make my statement for better or for worse. Given the gravity of the situation and the public anger that has come out following reports of the business deals between Shah Rukh Khan and Tony Ashai. His name is Tony Ashai, they say, but his real name is Aziz Ashai. And Aziz Ashai. And following the revelations about alleged business deals between Shah Rukh Khan and Aziz Ashai, who is known to be an ISI supporter, jihad supporter, terrorist supporter. He's based in the United States now. If these business deals and these business ties are not true, then Shah Rukh Khan should issue a statement denying the business ties. If, however, it is true that despite 26/11, Sambit Patra, and now the moot point, despite 26/11, despite the Mumbai terror attacks, despite the train bombings, despite the killings on Indian soil, despite the Trident attack, despite everything that happened in this country, despite Zia-ul-Haq's strategy of bleeding India with 1,000 cuts, despite General Bajwa's plans, despite all of this, if Shah Rukh Khan knew of Tony Ashai's Pakistani association, then he must either explain or end his ties now. And is it possible that Shah Rukh Khan went ahead and despite all this, went ahead with deep business dealings with this ISI man? Then I want to know whether that is proper. Whether the people of India will accept it. Sambit, Ranjit, come on the debate.
Okay, can I tell you?
Will the people of India accept it?
Arnab, can I
I'm sorry, would you accept? Would America accept an American actor working with those who support the Al-Qaeda?
It is a shame.
Would America accept an American actor working with those who support the Al-Qaeda?
Loyalty to this country every 5 years.
Ranjit Keshav is on the debate. Ranjit Keshav. Ranjiv and Akash.
It is reprehensible. What? Arnab ji, it is a shame that Shah Rukh Khan has to prove his loyalty to this country every 5 years. It is not right to use his popularity.
Amar Venkatesh is on the debate. Nobody is questioning anybody's loyalty, but facts have come out in the public domain. Amar is on the debate. Nobody is questioning anybody's loyalty, but facts have come out, and I need to know whether now that the facts have come out about Tony Ashai, whether one should dissociate with them. It is a shame that we are having to ask. It is a shame today that if you had a business deal with an ISI person or a person who was supporting jihad, then everyone would politely tell you that please desist.
Is there any charges where you have proved that he has funded anti-national activities?
Incredible. But I can tell you that Tony Ashai, beginning to end, 1 minute, Tony Ashai is a jihadist and a terrorist supporter. Is Tony Ashai a jihadist and a terrorist supporter? Tell me.
Arnab ji, he is
Is Tony Ashai a jihadist or a terrorist supporter? 1 minute. Don't repeat. Answer my question, Ranjiv. Ranjiv, you're going to have to answer my question. And my question to you is, I expect every Indian citizen to desist from business deals or professional interactions with those who are supporting jihadists and the bloodshed of Indian soldiers on my soil. And how dare you ask me questions on why I'm asking this question? How dare you?
The government then?
Every Indian will ask this question.
Blacklisting this person.
Every Indian will ask this question.
Answer this question. Do you know anything about Aziz Ashai? Arnab, ask the gentleman, does he know the full bona fides of this person? Is he standing guarantee that this person is absolutely clean? Is he going to tell us that there is no fund that is coming in from ISI into Bollywood? Arnab, you know, we have been watching Sharjah cricket when we were in school. You and I were in school. We were watching Sharjah cricket. And we were seeing that several
journalists. Yes, he is against the idea of abolishment of Article 370, but does that make him anti-national?
1 minute. I am asking about Tony Ashai. It's not about abolition of Article 370. Don't be ridiculous. You're sounding very daft and shallow right now, Ranjiv. 1 minute.
Ranjit, understand.
You just go and read the Twitter statements. You'll understand.
1 minute. I will tell you. I will tell you exactly what he says. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. A minute, please. A minute, please. A minute, please. A minute, please. I don't know, viewers. 1 second. 1 second. I don't know. I sometimes, it baffles me, Gaurav, that in this country, Sambit, I will come to you to let you complete, but I'm just getting everyone in. In this country, we have to ask. We have to ask that please don't be with a person who is General Bajwa's right-hand man. Don't do business with someone who is a jihadist. And why the hell should you say, oh, don't question film stars? Of course I will. Don't question sports persons? Of course I will. If today an Indian cricketer were doing business with Anil Musarat or this Aziz Ashai, we're not supposed to ask questions, yeah? Why? Why? What logic? Ranjiv, tell me. By what logic, Ranjiv? Debate with Gaurav. Why not?
Arnab ji, in
Gaurav is on the debate with
you. Enemy for India today. Then we should actually stop every trade transaction relationship with China. We should stop every trade transaction relationship with Nepal.
You've spoken enough now. Let me speak for 10 seconds, Ranjit. Arnab, I want to tell you one small thing here. You know, all these people who say that Shah Rukh Khan did not know or XYZ actor did not know, Tony Ashai has put it on Twitter. Everything is visible on Twitter. He's on record. He's on record saying that the Indian army is an occupation force. He's on record saying that the Indian army has done genocide in Kashmir. He's on record saying that the Indian army is grabbing land in Kashmir. He's on record saying that the Indian army carries out human rights violations in Kashmir. I mean, why are these people obsessed with, has a court not convicted him? Please tell me, which court convicted Osama bin Laden? Can you tell me which court convicted Osama bin Laden? The Americans knew he was guilty and that was the end of the issue. That is how nations work.
Ranjiv.
I mean, why are you behaving
not make such statements based on a Twitter statement? All I'm saying is that.
I think 1 second. By which example? No, 1 second. By which example you would say today? You know this, when we place facts, David Headley was sheltered by Mahesh Bhatt's son Rahul Bhatt. I'm not making an accusation, I'm making a statement of fact. You will say, oh, don't mention even the name of the Bollywood person whose son he was there with. Why not, yeah? Why not? I'm saying, I'm not making accusation, but I'm saying that every citizen is equal in the eyes of the law. Today, if Gaurav Arya, let me put this question today, okay? If Gaurav Arya starts a business, and Gaurav Arya does business with Sambit, let's take the example of General Bajwa's right-hand man. Or Gaurav Arya does business with an ISI man who is a known jihadist. Or Gaurav Arya does business or starts a joint venture. Or Gaurav Arya goes to, where is that place which is the favorite place of Bollywood? Dubai? Abu Dhabi? Dubai. Gaurav Arya goes to Dubai and goes to Dubai and does business with a man who says, I am the greatest supporter of jihadists, terrorists, Free Kashmir.
Bro, why don't you
Tomorrow, by this logic, we should not ask Gaurav Arya because somebody will say he comes on television. Don't ask him. Don't ask him. Don't ask him. Ask somebody who doesn't come on TV. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Arnab, a few serious and very important points.
Sambit and Akashdeep. Sambit and Irfan. Sambit and Irfan if he's known one after the other, please. Yeah.
Please don't.
Can I come in?
Yeah, please let me complete and then Irfan bhai can come in. Irfan, just a second. I'll just complete in 30 seconds and then Irfan ji, 30 seconds to me and then you can come in. Arnab, today, for the first time I have felt that you are being too polite. I mean, we all are being too polite. This is an issue of grave importance and this is not just about one individual. This is about a gang. When I say the Pulitzer gang, when I say Phi gang, remember Arnab, nights after nights we have debated about Ghulam Nabi Phi. There was, yes, you had exposed Ghulam Nabi Phi. What was that? A gang of traitors. From Dawood Ibrahim to David Headley, and from Phi to now we have this Tony, this person. Someone was talking about Article 370. Now let me expose the person who was talking about Article 370. So I'll tell you, when India abrogated Article 370 approximately 1 year from today, what happened was there were protests against India in front of United Nations. These protests were organized by some of the quote-unquote Indian Americans in America. Some of the Indian Americans in America. And do you know, these very Indian Americans invited Bollywood guests to their programs. These Bollywood guests would go and in fact be showpieces in their programs. Is this also innocuous? Is this also innocent? No, sir. There is a design to it. The Pulitzer lovers, the Pulitzer gang. Can't you see the design? I was a victim a couple of weeks ago when we had that deadly attack by Pakistan. The Islamists and the jihadists firing from a mosque. The grandfather dies and the 3-year-old grandson sitting on the chest of the grandfather. I was attacked by the Dadlanis and the Swarab Bhaskars and by the Pakistani ministers. Together, there is a cohort, there is a collective effort by these people. And remember, when these pictures, these photos come out, these pictures speak. I am not pointing fingers towards any individual. Let them come out, let them speak, let them be clean. I would conclude by saying, as was the government previously.
I want to know. I want to know because we are told that Bollywood does not have political views. But I want to therefore inform. I want to then therefore inform that Shah Rukh Khan, the person who you are doing business with, is a person who is lionizing terrorist Burhan Wani, who said that it is his duty to kill. It is his duty to kill every non-Muslim in Kashmir. Burhan Wani, who said that So the person you are doing business with is lionizing him, calling Burhan Wani a martyr. And today, if Tony Ashai is in a business deal with Shah Rukh Khan, I need to know that does Shah Rukh Khan know that the person who is his business partner has called for a full armed struggle against the Indian army?
Business deal.
I'm sorry. The person who you are doing business with is calling for an armed struggle against the Indian army.
You don't have any.
Why should I not ask?
Tony Ashai has got a different opinion from the government. Doesn't make Shah Rukh Khan an anti-national.
Incredible.
You spoke about Dubai.
Incredible.
Right?
You people are incredible.
For IPL to be shifted to Dubai. Please question that. Please question the government.
Gaurav and Roy.
What do you mean a different opinion? He is supporting. Arnab, hold on. Arnab, please hold on. He is supporting Burhan Wani, who calls for killing of Indian army soldiers. Is this a different opinion? He is calling the Indian army a genocidal army. Is this a different opinion? He's saying the Indian army does land grab in Kashmir. Is this a different opinion? You can have a different opinion on 370. You can have a different opinion on 35A. But you cannot have a different opinion when you say to somebody that go and kill Indian army, go and attack soldiers.
You cannot just make...
I'm sorry, you cannot.
Please don't provide intellectual cover fire for the terrorists. Don't do that.
You can't tell me this is my business deal and you can't question it. Of course you can question it.
Your point of view, don't do that.
The same, I'm sorry, but this is the pitch. You know this same man who's Shah Rukh Khan's business partner is, 1 minute, Shah Rukh Khan's business partner is mocking the Indian tricolor. And you tell me I have no business with it? I have every business with it. If one of India's film stars is doing a business deal with someone who is calling for an armed struggle against the Indian army and is also abusing the Indian tricolour, why should we not talk about it? I place this before the people of India.
The government.
I place this before the people of India on the debate.
If
Ratan Sharda is on the debate. Ratan Sharda.
Tony, if that money is being used against
Ratan Sharda. There is nothing private about it.
Is a role model for crores of Indians. Shah Rukh Khan is no ordinary citizen of India like you and me. He is a person on whom billions of Indians have put their dreams. He is the one who inspires youth. He is the one who is supposed to be the leader of this entire Star Brigade. You say his opinions don't matter. Does he have no responsibility as the icon of youth of India? Does he have no responsibility as a citizen of India who is looked upon by every citizen of this country? Who is loved by every citizen?
No, I want to further tell you, Ratan Sharda. I want to further tell you, Ratan Sharda, and it is my duty to inform the people of India. The problem is that for far too long have we put these so-called film stars on a pedestal. No, Ratan Sharda, for far too long have we put these film stars on a pedestal, and they make money in India, and there are brands which they endorse. And my question right now is, Ratan Sharda, that I want to inform, in case Shah Rukh Khan says I did not know till now, then I'm duly informed on national television that Shah Rukh Khan, if this is the person with whom you've done business with, he is the person who has said Indian soldiers fight for a salary, Kashmiri rebels are fighting for a cause.
Because no FIR is registered. What you allege amounts to
these are the statements.
Offense. And the law says no sooner there is information with regard to cognizable offense, FIR is to be registered.
Sambit is on the debate. Sambit,
so
don't
your
give me
allegations are false, frivolous, baseless. And the Shah Rukh Khan is sitting duck for you because of
I'm not even talking about anyone. Leave alone Shah Rukh Khan.
Minority, he is a Muslim. So
please don't do that. Please don't do that. I'm talking about any Indian. Sambit Patra is on the debate. Please don't play a religion card out here. Sambit Patra. Sambit.
Mr. Goswami. Mr. Goswami, let me be categorical and let me debate on broader lines. Let me tell you this placard gang. The placard gang, every second day we have these people holding placards out. Do you think some of these people would hold even a petal of rose without money? This placard holding gang, in fact, has an ulterior motive. This is the way the subtle propaganda is going on in India. Remember as to how they attack the Indian Prime Minister, as to how they attack the Indian system. When there is racism in America, very conveniently these placard holding gang people start attacking the Indian dispensation. There is a motive over here. And let me tell you, as far as Bollywood is concerned, well, yes, we all respect the industry. We cannot generalize the things. It is not finger pointing towards any single person, but well, yes, cleaning is required.
So I need silence, please. Let me give you information.
And these questions has to be answered.
Sambitji, I completely agree with you. India first.
Remember, a celebrity does not mean you can celebrate.
Sambitji, I agree with
anti-nationalism cannot be celebrated, sir.
Agreed. Yes, Sambitji, please. Sambitji, allow us to give you a counter view. We completely agree with you. It is always India first, and Shah Rukh has no such business deals. Mr. Tony was an architect based in LA who was doing a real estate project.
One minute. Was there a business deal? No, did they work together? You want me to pull out evidence that they worked together? Was there a business deal or not? Was there a project there? Was there a multi-million square foot project? What are you talking about?
I'm coming to that.
Yeah.
I am coming
so don't
to
cover
that.
up. And did that happen with knowledge about what kind of person he is? Does it matter? My question to you is, does it matter that this is a man who has called Imran Khan the ambassador of Kashmir? This is a man who is supporting jihad in Kashmir. This is a man who is supporting terrorism in Kashmir. You are telling me, oh, he's an architect doing a business deal. I'm sorry, are you telling me the kind of person does not matter, the background does not matter, the loyalty to the country does not matter, the statements against India don't matter, the support to terrorism doesn't matter? What are you saying? What are you saying?
You and me. Shah Rukh is as loyal.
It's about the deal. Why would you? So I'm saying, okay, prospectively, retrospectively, I say, Akash, 1 minute. Akash, listen to me. Akash, look at what Jay Panda said. Jay Panda said, okay, fine. Till now you did not know. 1 minute, Akash. Listen. Let me say my piece, and then I'll give it to you. Till now you didn't know, right? What did I begin by saying? Okay, so 1 minute, Akash, just stop a while. The argument being made is till now, we didn't know. The argument that Bollywood always puts out, Sambit, is calm down, yeah. Bollywood always puts down is, hey, we don't know. Was he a terrorist? We didn't know. Oh, is Tony Ashai, Aziz Asai, a terrorist supporter? We didn't know. Oh, is he been talking for jihad in Kashmir? You know, Sambit, you know what they say? Oh, we didn't know. Well, now you know. The whole world knows. Dissociate. Explain what happened. And issue a public statement to the people of India that you will have nothing to do with this kind of person ever again. Is that too much to ask, Sambit and Akash? And I just, we have 10 more minutes. I'm extending this debate. 10 minutes. I have just one simple question that everybody says that, okay, we should not ask Shah Rukh Khan any questions. I don't see any reason why. I would ask Gaurav Arya questions. I believe we are all Indian citizens. Second point is, Shah Rukh Khan didn't know, or you can't say Shah Rukh Khan doesn't care. But now that you know, not Shah Rukh Khan alone. You know, Sambit, the point to be made, it's not Shah Rukh Khan. It can be any Tom, Dick or Harry. It can be anyone, right? Anybody who has links with or business associations with Pakistan, ISI-linked people must immediately denounce them and not indulge in them and declare them. My suspicion on Bollywood is a little bit more is because it is 1 minute, because it is about, because when these stars go abroad, they look for any form of revenue. And these shows, I think, is where they get exposed to a lot of Pakistani influences. But in national interest, that's a little, I'm not asking for too much. They should give that up. Sambit.
No. It is Arnab.
Yeah.
Arnab.
See, Arnab, the woods are very thick and there are lots of secrets inside the wood.
Again,
Arnab, leave aside which actor has done what. But the pictures that I'm seeing today, I'm just going to read out the CV. The CV of a person called as Anil Musarrat, who was mentioned right now, photographed and pictured with many celebrities. Number one, Mr. Akash, just a second, I'm completing. Mr. Akash, I'm completing and then it's your turn. I'm just reading out the CV of Anil Musarrat, the one who is seen photographed with many celebrities. Number one, a British Paki businessman. He is a real estate baron. He is a vocal voice for the Rohingyans in India. He is Pakistan's Tehreek-e-Insaf's UK arms dealer. He is the advisor to Imran Khan. He, in fact, is very close to the Pak Army Chief Qamar Bajwa.
That's the person on the screen.
Astonished Mr. Akash to know that Rafe Musarrat Foundation and the Minaz Welfare Foundation aided for the Rohingyans in India. And in fact, it raises funds for Pakistan's Tehreek-e-Insaf as well. It buys tickets for Pakistan Army Chief and Imran Khan when there are cricket matches in United Kingdom. This is the curriculum vitae. This is in fact the CV, the CV of Anil Musarrat. I don't want to point fingers towards any person.
Sambit, can I give you clarification, Sambit?
Won't you see?
Sambit, your 10 seconds don't end, Sambit.
No. Your one line, please.
Fair enough.
Before you come in.
No. These are not recent pictures.
Whether they are recent or not recent.
Somebody has to allow us to just speak.
Is there an association?
No. Arnab, there is a point.
Can you get friendly with Bajwa?
No, okay. That's exactly what I want. I will tell you if I'm allowed to speak.
I offer you two meanings in this
single sentence. Sambitji, let me throw some light. I am giving you
single sentence. When I say Ram Teri Ganga Maili ho gayi papiyon ke paap dhote it has a history attached to it and it has a presence as well. It has a present to it as well. So Mr. Akash, you know in the past. When I say Ram Teri Ganga Maili ho gayi papiyon ke paap dhote, you know it about Dawood Ibrahim. And when today I asked...
No, there were pictures. No, you see Akash in the past. What he's referring to is that in the past, Bollywood stars would go and take pictures merrily with Dawood Ibrahim and his chamchas in Dubai. We don't want that to come back directly or indirectly. And stop putting placards up on my show. Why no FIR?
Absolutely. Ibrahim allegedly called up a BJP man.
Okay, now let me. Now can I answer, please? Can I answer, Sambitji?
To ask for immunity.
The point is,
we all know who Dawood Ibrahim called up in India. He was a BJP man.
These are pictures. Sir, can I?
God, here is
Sir,
a
can I
placard
finish
heroine
my?
in your show.
Sir, can I speak?
Who is this
Can I
heroine?
speak?
I cannot see the face.
Sure, I can't see his face. Put in the middle. That's Irfan Hafiz. Let's put him up there in the middle. What is his question out there? No, what is the placard he's holding?
I heard you patiently. Can I speak, Sambit? I heard you patiently. Arnab, the point
I
is...
thought it was Swara. Sorry.
Sir,
Sorry, Mr.
sir,
Lone.
can I finish?
I mistook you for Swara Bhaskar. Sorry.
Sambitji, you're not listening.
Right.
Sambitji, you're not listening. You're not listening, Sambitji. I listened to you patiently.
Continue.
Sir, okay, give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds.
While we have
10
Mr. Swara
seconds.
Bhaskar in the
I'm
middle, you
saying
can't stop.
this gentleman was doing...
What you
Sir,
allege
again.
offense.
Can I finish?
Why no?
Sir, somebody is speaking.
That's not
Thank you.
me, sir. That is Swara Bhaskar speaking.
Okay, forget the FIR. You're repeating yourself.
That's all right. We can get him off. That was for 10 seconds. Thank
Now,
you.
sir.
It amounts to cognizable offense.
These are
Once
things,
FIR
these are
is not
things from the
registered,
past
thereby
when
meaning
your
allegations
so-called
are
Tony
false,
was not
frivolous,
doing all this
baseless,
Twitter business.
fabricated.
He
It
probably is
only
Mr. Imran
aimed
Khan's
to
friend too. And after Imran has become the PM, he has started talking. At this time, there is no deal, no business, no partnership. All he met Shah Rukh Khan.
So the argument is Gaurav, the silly argument, the only silly argument being presented here is, thank you please, the silly argument being presented here is, he's recently become a terrorist supporter. He was not in 2014, 15, 16, 17.
No, there is no...
When he was doing a property deal with an Indian film star, he was not. He's now become a jihadist. Silly argument.
Both Tony Asai and Anil Musarrat
much earlier.
have a very long history going over 10 years, Arnab. 10 साल से ये लोग लगे हुए हैं इसी काम पे. They are the front men for the ISI. One person for Kashmir and the other person, you see, this Anil Musarrat, what he does is, Anil Musarrat lives in London. So what happens is when all these Bollywood stars go to London, this is the man, Anil Musarrat, who's in charge of their parties. He throws lavish parties for them. He is the one who organizes it, and not just Shah Rukh Khan. Most of the Bollywood, not all, but most of them when they go to London, he's the person who's their host. He's the person who's throwing lavish parties with champagne, liquor.
भाई इस देश ने सब कुछ दिया है तो इस देश के दुश्मनों के साथ आप कैसे लंदन और न्यूयॉर्क में घूम सकते हैं? I am asking a simple question. Simple question is Ratan Sharda is on the debate. Ratan Sharda, Gaurav, I'm just completing now. इस देश ने सब कुछ दिया है तो आप देश के दुश्मनों के साथ लंदन में पार्टी नहीं कर सकते. Simple as that. And if you're not informed, get better informed. Ratan Sharda is on the debate. Last part of the 2 minutes of the debate with Ranjiv Keshav, please.
Agreed. नहीं कर सकते. नहीं कर सकते. agreed.
तो अब तक क्यों कर रहे थे?
नहीं कर सकते. agreed.
Why were they doing so till now?
Sir, वही तो हम कह रहे हैं, मत करिए. That's all.
Sir, Tony was not talking like this. This business deal
हो गया. अभिजीत भट्टाचार्य जी का क्यों कैरियर चौपट हो गया? क्यों जो भी बोलता था कि पाकिस्तानी सिंगर एक्टर को मत लाओ, उनका कैरियर बॉलीवुड में आपके क्यों समाप्त हो गया? आप छोड़िए आज की जासूसी. आपको क्या प्रेम था उन लोगों से, मुझे बताइए. क्या हिंदुस्तान में 40 साल बिना पाकिस्तानी एक्टरों के फिल्में नहीं बनी थी?
I think there needs to. I think viewers, as I close this, because I've got to go to debate number 2. I would only say that in my view there needs to be a very deep investigation into the links of Bollywood with Pakistan. I truly believe, Ratan Sharda, I'm sure you'll support me in this, Ratan Sharda. There needs to be a very, very deep investigation into the links of Bollywood with Pakistan. Actors, producers, shows, singers,
there is no link,
business, everything. There has to be a very deep. But of course, I do believe in self-disclosure. So if the Bollywood fellows want to disclose what they've been doing, it's better they do that on their own. Self-disclosure is always better than being caught.